How often do we find ourselves thinking that we could have done something differently? How many times have regrets about the past troubled our minds? And how often has this prevented us from living fully, from enjoying every moment? What if I told you there's a way to live a life without regrets? In this video, we'll dive into the wisdom of Zen Buddhism and uncover a secret that could change your outlook on life forever. This secret isn't something magical or mystical. It lies in everyday actions, in your approach to the most ordinary things. Stay with us until the end to discover how to live without regrets and free yourself from the burden of the past. Every one of us faces moments when we look back and think, what if I had done something differently? This process, when the mind returns to the past, is called regret. It can be as light as a fleeting breeze, or it can become a heavy weight we carry on our shoulders for years. But what is regret really? Zen Buddhism offers us a perspective through the lens of mindfulness and acceptance. According to Zen, regret is an attachment to the past that prevents us from living in the present. We can't change what has already happened, but we can change how we relate to it. The first step toward freeing yourself from regret is acceptance. In Zen, there is a principle called thusness or tathata. This teaching emphasizes that the world is as it is, and resisting its nature is the source of suffering. When we regret, we're essentially refusing to accept reality as it is. We try to mentally rewrite the past, but that's impossible. Liberation comes through the realization that everything that has happened is part of our journey, and it cannot be undone. Imagine a river flowing along its path. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes turbulent, but it always moves forward without looking back. A person's life is much like this river. When we cling to the past, it's like trying to turn the current backward, but that doesn't happen. The water continues its course, and our task is to learn to flow with it, not against it. One of the key principles of Zen Buddhism is mindfulness. To live mindfully means to be here in the now. A moment that slips into the past cannot be retrieved, and regretting it is a rejection of the present. When you immerse yourself fully in the present moment, you let go of thoughts about what was or what could have been. Zen teaches us that each moment is unique, and that's where its beauty lies. Mindfulness allows us to see that the past is simply a story we tell ourselves, while the present is what's real. Here's a simple example. You're late for an important meeting, and now you keep thinking that you could have left earlier or made a different decision. This regret pulls with it a sense of guilt that accumulates each time you return to these thoughts. But what if you simply accept that the meeting has already happened and focus on what you can do now? Maybe it's calling a colleague or organizing a follow-up meeting. This is the power of a mindful approach to life. Zen teaches that everything happens for a reason. Every event is a lesson, an opportunity for growth. Even if something didn't go as planned, it's important to see the hidden meaning in it. Imagine life as a school where every mistake is a teacher. If we regret our mistakes, we miss the lessons they offer. But if we accept them with gratitude, we can use that experience for our own development. Let's consider one of Zen's famous koans. The students asked the master, "What is the most important thing in life?" And he answered, "Eat when hungry, sleep when sleepy." At first glance, this answer seems too simple, but it contains profound wisdom. When we are fully immersed in the moment and doing what needs to be done at that time, we are not distracted by the past or the future. We are living life fully, without regrets. In Zen, there is also the principle of non-action or wu-wei. This doesn't mean inaction, but rather not overexerting ourselves in ways that go against the natural flow of life. Often we regret the past because we tried to control things that were beyond our control, but true freedom comes when we let go of this need. Life, like a river, flows on its own course, and our task is to learn to follow its current rather than trying to change it. If you've ever felt regret over something you didn't do, like not saying important words to someone or missing an opportunity, that too is part of the human experience. But Zen teaches that every opportunity comes in its own time. And if something didn't happen, then it wasn't the right time for it. This doesn't mean sitting idly by and waiting. Rather, it's a call to be in harmony with the moment and accept it as it is. Imagine bamboo growing high in the mountains. It's flexible yet strong. When the wind blows, the bamboo bends but doesn't break. Your life should be like this bamboo, flexible, able to adapt to change, but strong in its core. When you accept life as it is, you become like bamboo. You can adjust to any changes without losing yourself. A vital part of living without regret is the ability to let go. Often we hold on to the past not because we need it, but because we're afraid of losing control. But in Zen, letting go is not loss, it's liberation. By releasing our attachment to the past, we create space for new experiences, emotions, and opportunities. A simple meditation practice can help you let go of regrets. In Zen meditation, there's no goal to achieve anything specific. It simply exists, just like life. When you meditate, you learn to let go of thoughts without clinging to them, allowing them to pass like clouds in the sky. This practice helps you realize that regrets are just thoughts, and they do not define you. You can start living without regrets today. Take the first step, accept everything that has already happened as an inevitable part of your journey. Let go of the desire to change the past and focus on the present. As Zen says, the present moment is the only thing we have. When you learn to cherish this moment, you will find inner freedom and your regrets will simply fade away. It may take time to fully grasp and embrace this philosophy, but remember that every step on this path is already a victory. Every moment of mindfulness, every act of acceptance is a step toward living without regret. Be patient with yourself, like bamboo that grows slowly but steadily. Zen Buddhism teaches us to see the beauty in every moment. When you learn to live mindfully, to accept life as it is, and to let go of regret, you'll feel the weight of the past lift. Your heart will become lighter, and your mind more at peace. This path is not quick or easy, but it leads to true liberation. Embrace each day as a new opportunity. As Zen Master Suzuki Roshi said, "In the beginner's mind, there are endless possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. Be open to new experiences. Don't limit yourself by the boundaries of the past. Each moment is a new opportunity for growth, joy, and a life without regrets." As we conclude this video, I want you to reflect. How much regret is there in your life? Are you ready to let go of it? To accept it as part of your story, but not let it control your future? Remember, living without regret doesn't mean never making mistakes.